Hey, this is C and Detail. I'm Chris. This is Dave, and this is MMA for you. He's back. We're going to be doing our predictions for UFC 183, Silva versus Diaz, which happens on January 31st. Got any words to say, my man, Dave?
And this is Silva.
There you go.
That's it. That's all I think it will happen. And this is Silva will beat out Diaz. Okay, finish. Can we go on now? All right, let's talk about this. Let's go into the car because this is very interesting, very fun car. I mean, after Anderson got, after the last time I saw Anderson, this is the time that I want him. Okay, now whatever it happened in life, shit happened. Okay, so I want to see Anderson come back super strong, redeemed. I mean, if you're not, then why are you coming back, right? So I think this can. It's definitely his revenge, fight.
Yeah. You're right. Let's get it on, man.
And that's gonna kill you. By the way,
Nick Diaz fights Anderson the Spider Silva.
Spider,
man.
He's Spider-Man right now.
Yeah, man.
I mean, look, Anderson Silva. I mean, as far as his technique is, everything. I think even if he's not improving the way he is. I still think he's have upper hand compared to Diaz.
Nick Diaz, man, 26-9 record with 1 no contest. 13 wins by KO or TKO, 8 wins by sub. He also has 2 losses by KO or TKO. 31 years old. He's 6-1 to Anderson 6-2. Diaz is on a 2-fight losing streak, losing to Carlos Condit and to George St. Pierre. Training out of Cesar Gracie's. He last fought in March 2013. He's a former Strikeforce welterweight champion. He's a strong volume boxer. He's not a one-punch knockout type guy. He's a legit Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt who's good off his back. He's got a really good chin, and that's why he can work that style. He's a pressure fighter, always in your face at all times. He likes to force his opponent against the cage and attack them once their back is against the cage. He'll also taunt his opponent a lot, even giving them the middle finger.
So what? Anderson Silva taunts the opponent by hit me.
Exactly.
Pull his hand down. That's why he got killed, dude.
Yeah. Actually, what's kind of funny is if you look at Silva's last fight against Weidman, and sorry, man, it's hard to think about, but one thing that's good about Diaz is he's actually very weak against leg kicks. He's not a guy that checks leg kicks.
Guess what? Silva loves using leg as well.
Yeah, but we don't know how he's going to come back. What do you know about the stats with Anderson Silva, my man?
Well, I mean, Anderson Silva, the fact is 33-6 record, 20 KO, TKO, 6 submission. I mean, his past history, it was phenomenal. I always thought he's the one. The 2 fighting, the losing streak, shit happened. What do you want?
You know what? He's 39 years old now.
You know why? I think that's also the something. I mean, besides just being an Anderson Silva fan, okay, I still think he has 7 out of 10 he got this one, but he's getting old. His technique is really not using. It's not really. I don't really think it's applicable in this generation right now. Right now, the UFC fighters are much smarter, are much stronger, are much more aggressive. If you still want to put your hands down and taunting your opponent, you're gonna get knocked out again, dude.
Yeah, but against Diaz, I don't know if that's a problem.
I know, but I just don't.
Against a Weidman, yeah.
I just don't want he keep doing this habit. I mean, if he win again and he get back there and he start using his habit again, you're gonna get knocked out again by Weidman. You need to come up a new tactic. You need to be serious, and that's why I want to see for Anderson Silva. But just basic what his stats, needless to say, his leg kick is good, his counter punch is good, his he's very well rounded, very technical with his punch, very accurate. But everybody's question is, how is he coming back?
Yep, that's the question.
What has he been doing since last fight?
How is he mentally?
Exactly. Is he mental prepared?
Is he going to look old? He's 39 years old.
Yes. Can he still take a punch?
Yeah. I actually think his chin might be deteriorating.
You know, that's why I feel. But Diaz is pretty aggressive guy. But you know, even if he win on Diaz, he gotta ship out a little bit because there's a lot of upcoming, a lot of strong guy in this is his division.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. There's some Yoel Romero, Jacare, Machida, Luke Rockhold. There's some great fighters in the division. But you know, the thing, that's the question. Because before the Weidman fights, you would think, oh, Anderson Silva all the way. Now, because he's coming off the layoff and from breaking his knee, or breaking his leg, breaking his leg, you know, you don't know how he's gonna to perform. You know, we can only go by what we know. I do think his chin might be deteriorating.
But I feel like his accuracy and his punch, even his chin deteriorating. Okay, I still think he can take a couple punches with
Diaz.
Yeah, and also I think he's still able. You can't forget how to dodge. This is reflex.
But the reflexes might be slowed down.
You might be slowed down, but I guess it will be my fault to really not think Diaz and Silva is the same level. That's probably why I feel he will be okay.
Yeah.
It might not be those easy fight no more, but he will be okay if his reflex is still there, his punch power is still there. But obviously, like you say, if he coming back just like again 20 pounds or he's just not there, then it doesn't matter how good he was. He's still Diaz is not easy, man. Yeah,
exactly. One thing that's thing to note about Diaz though, as a welterweight, outside of Paul Sentek's daily, I can't actually think of any other top 10 wins he has in the division. One of his biggest ones in the UFC is against BJ Penn, who was during that time was pretty much fading.
Yes.
So that's the thing with Diaz too. He at times he always seems a bit. I guess I want to use the word overvalued in a sense because he actually doesn't have too many like really big wins under his resume.
But he works hard.
But he does, yeah. He's training
very hard. He works hard. He trains hard.
You know he's a good fighter.
He's fight hard. He got game. He got everything that he needs. You know, and then he doesn't give up.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, you know, I mean, if you look at just talk about like you know the age difference. You know, he's still 5 years younger than the Anderson.
Dude, he's more than that. It's 8.
He's 8 years younger than Anderson, so his chance still better.
Exactly.
You know, his reflex is still better. Plus, he been doing all this time that Anderson got laid off a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just don't think it has to be like the Anderson, you know, negative 200 to be that bad. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Anderson was just so above and beyond before. That's why.
Exactly.
We will see. Who knows?
Well, next right after that, Kelvin Gastelum fights Tyron Woodley.
You know, this is a very interesting fight. I like you. I think you know Woodley is very good, but I like Kelvin. You know, the reason I like Kelvin is he's like undefeated right now. Right?
Yeah, 10-0. Yeah.
10-0, right? This guy is pretty green. Would you say?
Green in a sense that he's green to the top of the division. You know what I mean? Like, that's a thing.
But then, you know, I think he has a very good record, you know, 3 KO, 4 submission, very good wrestling, and strong. This is what I like. Really good strong with transaction.
Oh, man, he goes from striking to grappling very well. If anything, that's what he's elite at. It's not like he's the best wrestler. It's not like he's the best striker, but the way he can transition from like striking to wrestling, or vice versa, that's his elite skill set, in my opinion.
And then he's well-rounded too.
So
I think the point is, when you are well-rounded, when you are good transition, then you know when you got a chance to go grappling, he has good back control.
Oh, really? Yeah, right? Man. He submitted Kelvin or Jake Ellenberger in his last fight, and he actually knocked Lauzon down, took his back, and choked him out too.
See, that's the key. When he go to ground, he maintained the control. He seek the chance to choke people. And then if he doesn't feel that's the right place to be in, he come back out. And then his style is improving.
Greatly,
right?
Yeah.
And then he has a good jab. So he can fight you on the ground and stand out. And this guy is very dangerous.
Exactly. But he is fighting Tyron Woodley. 14-3 record. 5 wins by KO TKO. 5 wins by submission. He's 32 years old. Training out of ATT Evolution. He's a very strong wrestler. And this is one of those like NCAA, you got this really high credentialed wrestler. His top control is really good. His takedown defense he's hard to take down. He's hard to keep down. His boxing's really improved, and he is heavy. He has a really good overhand right. Knocks fools out with the hat.
I have to interrupt you. I know you sound him so awesome, but you know why? Kelvin your guy has a bad cardio.
Okay, yeah,
right.
Sure.
Kelvin can go back and forth all the time. And he's still young and strong and have energy. I'm thinking, if we play like we play tank game, we play like energy wasting game. I think Kelvin has upper hand.
Okay, I will actually give you that. I'll give you that.
And then my guy kept pushing forward. It's not like he give you a chance to take a rest.
That's true. One problem with Tyron Woodley, and this showed in the Roy McDonald fight, he backs himself up against the cage a lot. And actually, Kelvin Gastelum could take advantage of that. I'm still going to go Woodley, though.
Okay.
I think he has a heavy-handedness to make Gastelum respect his power.
I respect that.
And if Woodley needs to, he can utilize his own wrestling to possibly take down Kelvin Gastelum.
But I think Kelvin can go back up, not too difficult. And I think if he go back in full transition from, wrestling ground to stand up, that takes a lot of energy. And that's where I don't know, Tyler can handle it. Adapting the situation from, the ground to the air, it take energy, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's see if Kelvin can take him down, though. Maybe he can, because he's opportunistic about those takedowns.
Yeah.
But I gotta go with Woodley. He's a bit more established.
Okay.
Whereas Gastelum's more of the up and comer.
I take Kelvin because Woodley first bad cardio, and he always corner himself, and then if Kelvin keep waste Woodley's energy by keep attacking, attempt to attack, it's not fun. It should be good, pretty good.
Nice. The next fight after that, Iaquinta fights Joe Lauzon.
Oh, dude, I'm a jiu-jitsu guy, man. Joe Lauzon. I don't
I
care
know
about
what's great about Lauzon here, man.
Dude, come on. When we were practicing, I tried to copy that guy, man. 24-9 records, 5 KO, TKO, 18 submission. Jiu-jitsu, man. 3 lost by KO, TKO, 3 lost by submission. But everybody, you win some, you lose some, right? It's a 2-5 win streak. His push forward.
Oh,
very aggressive.
Very aggressive guy.
Yeah, and then his chin's not a lot bad.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. I think the only guy that knocked him out recently would be like Hettes. Knocked him out. I mean, he got beat up pretty bad by Michael Johnson.
But then again, he pushed forward. That's, he's strong BJJ, good. Very tough, very greedy. I don't know. I think his takedown is pretty good, very offensive, and then stand out is pretty good, and then, good. I think his chin is pretty okay and a good grip. Overall, he's really resilient.
Yeah, he is. Watch a Jim Miller fight. I mean, this is a guy that's getting bloodied up and whatnot, and he's still pushing forward, still trying to win the fight, and goes for a flying leg lock in the 3rd round.
Yeah. But I think to me, he has that Rocky sense, Punch me, beat me as much as you can. Once I get the opportunity, I either beat you out or I'm gonna leg lock you to health. His submission's pretty incredible.
Oh yeah, but he's fighting Iaquinta, who has a 10-3 record with 1 draw, 5 wins by KO TKO, 1 win by sub. All of his losses, though, are by submission.
Yes.
He's 27 years old on a 2-fight win streak, training out of Sara. He's pretty much a prototypical Russell boxer, but really good at it. He is boxing solid. He uses combinations well. His wrestling, both offensively and defensively, is good too. He doesn't use it too much. He usually keeps the fight standing and defends takedowns, but he does have that in his back pocket. I am going to go with Iaquinta because I think he can avoid the ground and beat up Lauzon on the feet.
I think to beat out Lauzon on the feet take a lot of time, and then if you slip even in like split second, I think Lauzon can take a advantage on the ground.
He probably can.
And then that's what he been doing. He been, again, I thinking as Rocky, you get tired, you give him the chance to take down, he will take you down.
Yeah.
You wobble a little bit, he will take you down on the floor, and then he will.
That's what happened to Melvin Gillard. He wobbled him, took his back, choked him out.
Yeah. It's
But he has to wobble him.
Well, if not wobble, as long as he show any weakness that he's tired, I think Lauzon will. Like guy push forward, man.
Yeah.
He's on your face all the freaking time.
Yeah.
So, and then he has a game plan. So I think it's pretty good.
Cool. So next right after that, Tim Boetsch fights Thales Leites.
Oh man, Tim Boetsch, dude, my big guy, dude. He's my bodyguard, dude. It's huge, dude. Come on, 18-7 records, 8 KO TKO, 5 submission, 2 lost by KO TKO, 2 lost by submission. 33 years old, trained.
AMC Camp Creation with Demetrius, same camp as Demetrius Johnson, actually.
Well, they're all a good wrestler anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Tim Boetsch, if you don't know him, you will know him because he's a huge guy and it was very strong. Wrestling. He's big, and he I don't know what to say, man. This guy has a good judo.
He calls it redneck judo.
He has really good redneck.
Yeah.
He will go over there. He will wrestle you. He will judo you, and then if he doesn't work, he has good stand out. He will beat you up. The most important thing to know about Tim is he's very very good, very resilient, and then
oh man, yeah.
And then he got KO power, bro.
Well, the thing is, what you mentioned too with his resilience, it's actually helped him win fights.
Mm-hmm.
His last fight against Brad Tavares, he actually lost the first round pretty definitively. He wasn't wobbled or anything, but then he managed to come back and knock out Tavares.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually did the same with Yushin Okami, where he's getting beat up for 3 rounds or 2 rounds, and then at the beginning of the third, he just comes in, starts smashing Okami with uppercuts.
Remember what we call this comeback knockdown?
Yeah.
He's very good on doing that. He's great comeback. It's fun to watch his fight. It's like underdog win, and he's not really an underdog. He's just like he will lose, and while you just like, okay, he's down. You take my money, but then he will just beat you. He will come back and beat you up.
He's fun to Thales Leites though, man. He has a 24-4 record, 4 wins by KO TKO, 13 wins by sub. He's 33 years old on a 7-fight win streak. Training out of Nova União. He is a legit Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Yes.
His stand-up's greatly improving his last 2 fights. This is a guy who's never is not known for knocking dudes out. His last 2 opponents, one of them being Francis Cormon, he knocked him out.
Wow.
His offensive takedown ability is actually pretty good. It's mainly from trips and stuff. He's not a double leg type guy. But he has good trip takedowns and really good back control too.
I mean, it sounds good, but why you think he could be Tim?
I think that Thales Leites has made. This is his second stint in the UFC, and he's done really well. I mean, he's on a really good streak right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's really improved upon his stand-up, and now he was already a really good grappler. Mm-hmm. Now his stand-up is up to par with everyone else. And so he's a triple threat in a sense because he can knock you out now, he can take you down, and he can submit you. I mean, if he wants to grind, I've seen him grind opponents. If he wants to submit you, He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. A lot of his wins are by sub.
Mm-hmm.
The way I see the fight going, stand-up's a bit equal. I think Leites might actually be able to take Boetsch down. I really do.
Wow, that's a big statement.
Sometimes Boetsch can be iffy with takedown defense. Sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's not.
Well, he uses his muscle. I know that.
Well, it's because he gets aggressive.
Yeah,
I think.
he
That's
gets
the
very
thing.
aggressive. Yeah.
So, and if he gets it down, if Leites is on top, he's going to be the superior guy in the jiu-jitsu department.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
But
yeah.
Boetsch he's Boetsch. I mean, the guy just comes back.
I mean, I agree with you, and I think, Boetsch definitely have a very tough fight. I just like him. His comeback spirit is amazing. This will be a tough one to determine. I think Boetsch will be overall. Boetsch is not bad at all.
Oh, no,
so we
no.
will see.
Cool. Next fight after that, Thiago Alves fights Jordan Mean.
I like Thiago Alves. I mean, I've been watching over years. I want to give Jordan a shot.
He's young, man. This guy's pretty impressive, I gotta say. Okay, so what's special about Mr. Jordan Mean?
Dude, he has like He has like 38 fight already, 29-9 records, 16 KO, TKO, 7 submission, 2 losses by KO, TKO, and 4 losses by sub. 25 years old.
Only 25.
Yeah, and he's in 2-fight winning streak. The reason I like about him is, when I pick out a new fighter, I want to see, are you well-rounded?
Yeah.
Are you good cardio? Are you good boxing? Do you know how to use combination?
Yeah, combination.
Are you good, transaction? Do you know how to move, a little bit? Do you know how to use movement?
Sure.
He is pretty good on boxing, strong on boxing. He's really good on movement, and he's really good on combination. But I think because he's still young, he got himself caught in deep submission.
That's one of he gets out of them.
But I think that is waste energy. Why you get yourself in there in the first place?
A lot of his opponents, whether it's Dan Miller with an armbar or like Hernan Perpetua with a leg lock, they're really deep too. He definitely managed to get out of them.
It takes too much energy off him. I think if he able to not put himself in that position, of course it's easy said than done. Who am I? But I just saying, if he able to get himself away from those, recognize the situation, get himself away, I think he's very strong up-and-coming fighter.
Yeah, for sure. One thing that should be interesting though is that I don't think he should worry about that against Thiago Alves anyways.
Of course.
And actually, Mean, now that I think about it, has probably improved his offensive takedowns. I think he used them against Perpetuo. But Thiago Alves, man, 20-9 record, 11 wins by KO TKO, 2 wins by sub. That's 4 losses by submission. 31 years old, training out of ATT. Right now he's trading wins and losses. He most recently beat Seth Brzezinski. And actually, that might indicate that he'll lose the next one.
Well, he definitely is a good gatekeeper for, young Jordan and to see what's going on. I still think Jordan, might have a chance on this one just because, first of all, like you said, Thiago is not going to submit him. All right, and then Jordan's good combination with fight head-to-head with stand out. I think he got a shot.
Yeah, it's a really interesting thing because Thiago Alves has really good Muay Thai. But Jordan has good boxing.
I think he moved wrong. I think he's not like a iron tree. I stay here and beat you up. He moved wrong.
Those angles that he uses, like when he beat Mike Pyle, man. I mean, it was like in the first round. It was really beautiful stuff. Alves does have those really good leg kicks, which could actually stifle movement.
Yes.
He does have good knees and heavy-handed. His overall defense is good too. He's hard to wobble or drop. I mean, I've seen him get wobbled against Martin Kampman once, and then GSP dropped him. But otherwise, he's not a guy that gets like particularly wobbled or anything like that. His takedown defense is solid. I gotta go with Alves for having just a little more variety in his striking.
Absolutely.
I do worry that Mean is definitely, because even if it's just pure boxing, I mean, he's a guy that does move well. He uses angles well, and he, I gotta wonder how that style, how Mean's boxing style works against Alves' Muay Thai style.
I think Mean's boxing style, it should be give him upper hand, but Alves, he's been there for so long. I think experience will definitely, is there. I just think this is they're both experiment. I'm just saying,
No, well, Alves is more experienced in the top of the UFC, whereas Mean is kind of breaking into the top.
Yeah, right. Look who Alpha's been fighting with. I mean, you're fighting with a pretty top car. I mean, he's just getting there. So I'm just saying, the fact is, this definitely will be a top fight for me. But if we can bridge to that, it's definitely a good.
It's possible. Yeah, it's definitely possible. I can definitely see that. Cool. On to the Fox Sports 1 prelims.
Cupcake.
Miesha Cupcake Tate fights Sara McMann.
Cupcake.
Why do you got Cupcake?
She's Cupcake. What do you want? I mean, it's Miesha Tate, dude. I don't care. She's cute. She's pretty. That's it. No, okay. Fine. So who you got?
I got Sara McMann.
Okay, I knew it. Why?
She has an 8-1 record, 1-1 by TKO,
She's so
by sub.
stiff.
Okay, 34 years old. She's an Olympic silver medalist in wrestling.
I mean, she's good wrestler, but what else does she do? My Cupcake could be cute.
Yeah.
Miesha Tate, right? 15-5 records, 3 KO, 6 submission, 2 lost by KO, TKO, I mean, she is amazing. But, she has good wrestling, good BJJ. It's weak on stand out, but it's not like your fighter will fight me stand out. Plus, Miesha Tate is improving too,
This is it's a weird thing. It's a very weird thing because Sara McMann against like Tonya Evinger and Lauren Murphy, I know it's pretty bad against Lauren Murphy, can lay and pray, and she does that a lot when she doesn't really need to.
But she only got 1 KO. Right?
Her other skills actually aren't bad. That's why it's kind of frustrating in a sense to watch Sara McMann fight. Because her boxing actually isn't that bad. If you watch like the Shayna Baszler fight, even watch the Ronda Rousey fight. It didn't last long, but she kept hitting her with like right hands, like at least like 3 of them, until she got kneed in the liver and then dropped.
I would drop anybody.
Yeah. And then the other thing is too, I've seen Sara McMann do like Brazilian jiu-jitsu competitions and do very well in them. She knows what to do on the ground. She knows how to pass guard. She knows how to submit. The problem is she tends to just stay in the person's guard and just lie there. So it's kind of infuriating sometimes to watch Sara McMann.
It's a fighter's behavior, and I think it takes a time to get used to different, different technique.
Honestly, I think she might even be the better striker than Tate, possibly.
I think so, but this is not who has a better, striking, who has a better, jiu-jitsu. It's who is using it.
Okay, sure.
Miesha Tate can use it. She's been using it. If her technique is not as good as Sara, but she's using it. Yeah. She can catch fight anytime she wants. So that's why I like her.
She is the only fighter to go to the past the first round with Ronda Rousey, actually.
Yeah. And she give everything she got, so And plus, she's my cupcake princess. What do you want?
Okay, so I got Sara McMann there. Tate, like I said, she's really resilient, though. I gotta say that she got head kicked by Julie Kedzie, managed to win the fight by armbar.
I'm not gonna say that her wrestling is gonna play a big, fight in this, but I just say overall she's gonna do everything she got.
Yeah. That's the thing. She's at least very resilient. She's a good fighter. Like, she's a good wrestler. She's actually a solid wrestler. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu's not too bad. She has submitted the likes of Marlis Kunin by arm triangle. Her stand-up, like I said, it's her weakest aspect, but it is improving. In a Rin Nakai fight, it's improving. So, I mean, I would actually say that Tate's shown more well-roundedness than McMann, or McMahon's just shown to be kind of like a wrestler that does MMA. Even though the few times she does show her other skills, it's actually pretty good.
I definitely think Miesha Tate will not win this fight if Sara McMann start using her skill, but who knows that? You can't predict that. So
I'm going with Sara McMann though, nonetheless.
Well, I also go with Miesha Tate because I know she got 100% what she got. I mean, if Sara McMann start using other skill, then that's that.
Cool. Okay, next we have that. Derek Brunson fights Ed Herman.
I got Ed Herman.
Ed Herman, okay.
22-10-1 record, 5 KO, TKO, 13 submission. Okay, good submission, guys. 6 losses by submission as well.
Well, actually, his offensive submission really is not too bad.
True winning and losses, but good stand out, good wrestling, good BJJ, resilient, tough, and greedy. I mean, there's another well-rounded, resilient, greedy guy, which I like.
Actually, what's kind of funny is I don't think Ed Herman's actually been knocked out in his career. And he has a lot of fights. He has more than 30 fights. I don't think he's been knocked out.
No, he doesn't get knocked out. He's pretty tough.
Yeah.
He has good chin, and he has a good cardio too. He's really resilient. He's there. This is the reason I pick him because, who do you got?
I got Brunson.
See, I knew it. And then you know what Brunson is not good with, right?
What's that?
He has questionable cardio, dude.
Yeah, his third round's he tends to be a guy that slows down in the third.
I don't care about you have everything like Ed had. If you don't have a good cardio, you're gonna have a tough time. Ed is not that easy to knock out. Like you say, we have not seen he got knocked out anyway.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, with Brunson, he has a 12-3 record, 4 wins by KO TKO, 4 wins by sub. He also has 2 losses by KO TKO. 31 years old, training out of Jackson Winklejohn. His thing is wrestling and top control. You saw that in the Lawrence Larkin fight, the Chris Lehman fight. He can take you down and stay on top.
Sure. But I have a good wrestling too. I don't
does.
know about his takedown defense, but I think his stand is pretty strong.
Yeah. I would argue that he might be able to defend some of the takedowns, but I think Brunson will eventually get him to the ground.
But that's only saying that Brunson has a good, stand out as well, because that stand is pretty decent.
It's decent. He'll be in your face all the time, and Derek Brunson's stand-up actually isn't too bad. It is improving. It's not the strongest part of his game, but it's not weak either. It is improving. He did actually manage to, I forgot what opponent, he did a head kick and then choked him out. I mean, he even went a couple rounds with Yoel Romero.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. And he actually took him down and actually stood with him.
But I question you this. If
I ended up losing, though, but yeah.
If Ed Herman start going broad with Derek, what's gonna happen?
Ed Herman will probably end up on top.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If Ed Herman want to beat Derek, he just gotta start broad because Ed is pretty good chin, and I can wear you out, and then when you start get tired trying to give me some takedown, and if I defense well, you're my bitch.
I'll still go with Ed Herman nonetheless, but I'll go with Derek Brunson.
See, you already been convinced.
I'll go with Derek Brunson nonetheless. I think if that situation happens, Derek always can just take the fight to the ground.
Yeah, that's also. I mean, if you out there really keep a fight on the good stand out.
Yeah.
Just don't go down with him. Freaking block him while you go, because I don't think he can knock you out.
Yeah, I don't think so either, actually.
Just block him and make him like defend himself. Get him tired. Then we should able to do this fight. But like you said, if David start going take down, I mean, I fear.
Lay and pray.
I fear I will be go down with him, and then once he go down there, then there's no say what's gonna happen.
Well, next fight after that, John Lineker fights Uncle Creepy McCall.
I'm pretty sure you got Creepy guy.
I got Creepy, man. He lives
Creepy.
Dude, he lives like right by.
What's wrong with you?
Dude, he lives in like here in Santa Ana, man. He's like a local guy, dude.
Okay. I respect that.
Who you got though?
John.
Oh, Lineker, heavy-handed dude, huh?
You know, I like the fact that he can knock you out.
Well, he's a flyweight too.
He's a really heavy. He's heavy-handed, and he used. He used body punch. Another body punch guy that I always talk about is my Asian brother got no love, man.
Well, he got knocked out recently, so.
That's why I say he got no love. But anyway, I'm glad I see another body puncher guy with heavy heading too. Do not heavy headed lay down your level. It's no joke. So, you know, his strong chin as well, improve with takedown defense. He has a little bit weight issue though.
The guy doesn't always make weight, man. That's the thing.
Before the fight, they will be ding. He can't fight no more.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know what to say about that, but I just say, you know, he's definitely something to be reckoned with. He's a heavy-handed, you know, power. It's good, and I love body punch.
Yeah. Well, McCall, he has a 13-4 record with 1 draw, 4 wins by KO TKO, 3 wins by sub. 30 years old on a 2-fight win streak. Training out of Team Oyama here in like Irvine. Yeah, it's like the Irvine area.
Yeah, Team Oyama.
Used to train there.
I used to train there.
Yeah. He has a good stand-up. He uses this movement-heavy in-and-out style. So he gets in, hits, gets out. You saw it in like the Brad Pickett fight.
I like that.
Yeah. He has an in-and-out style. His wrestling's actually pretty solid. I remember the first fight with Demetrius Johnson. He actually managed to even take his back and started pounding him out. Really? So his grappling, overall grappling's solid as well.
I mean, overall, to be honest with you, he is very solid.
Yeah, probably the more well-rounded fighter of the two.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the fact that John, you know, I pick him is, I feel like the body puncher and the heavy hitter can really play. I mean, you see him knock out people all the time, and then I'm not saying it's a one-punch KO, but it's pretty deadly.
Sometimes it is.
It's pretty deadly, dude. It's not somebody that you want to think, oh, you know, this gonna be easy fight for a year. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. And you gotta respect John Lineker's power.
Yeah.
He is a guy that he most recently knocked out Alp Oshalik, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Uncle Creepy's gonna use that in and out movement a lot.
He better be.
Because
one swing and he on the level, you know, Uncle Ian gonna be pretty painful.
Yeah. The thing is, man, that's the thing with Lineker. He's a really aggressive guy, too. He's always pushing forward and whatnot with Lineker. But I'm going to go with, I think that McCall is going to try and mix it up a little more to make it hard on Lineker. But really tough fight to call, actually, I got to say.
I say McCall has the upper hand, and I feel like, you know, just for our viewer, just be careful for Lineker. Yeah. Just be careful, Lineker. Yeah. It is not to be reckoned with.
Okay, next right after that, Rafael Natal fights Tom Watson.
Tom Watson, dude.
Yeah, you know what? This fight, you got two guys that are like the most perpetual. They're kind of like Ed Herman's like that too.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just these really perpetual mid-level guys that manage to stay in the UFC. They're not top 10 material.
But they're entertainment though.
But yeah, like Watson especially.
That's why I pick him. He's fun to watch.
Well, I got a half on Natal here, but man, okay. Disclaimer: whenever I pick half on Natal, I am never confident in picking half on Natal. Just to tell you, sometimes I pick him and I get it right, and sometimes I'll pick him and it's like, dude, what happened? Like,
but then, you're fighting with Tom Watson. It's not like somebody that, not much big difference. But
at least I know what he's gonna do in the cage.
That's the thing. I mean, when I saw this car, I feel the same way with you. I feel like, hey man, I should take a, Natal, but I don't know what the hell he's gonna do. And Tom Watson, dude, 17-7 regular, 8 KO, TKO, 1 submission, 2 lost by sub, 32 years old, trained in Jackson,
Winklejohn.
It's a blower, man. He just gonna go there. I know exactly what he's gonna do. He gonna take his face and go over there, pong, 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 and that's it.
Yeah.
And he has a good chance. So at least I know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
And then his grappling is being improving. It's fun to watch him to beat out the people and got beat out. Good entertainment, pure entertainment for me.
Rafael Natal has an 18-6 record with 1 draw, 3 wins by KO TKO, 8 wins by sub. Also has 4 losses by KO TKO. 31 years old, training out of Hento Gracie's. He's a legit Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Stand-up's actually not too bad, but then it's very inconsistent.
Yes.
I don't know how else to say it. Sometimes he'll throw. Sometimes he'll throw really well.
And he has a weak cardio.
Well, the thing is, he has like some pretty decent offensive takedowns, but as the fight goes on, his cardio keeps getting sapped, and then he shoots from like far away.
See, that's why Tom Watson is awesome. Like, when he starts fighting, he might be a little bit conservative, but he's like pumping blood, man. When fights goes on, he's like Superman, like Super Saiyan.
Well, it's definitely the difference between fighters there. Where Tom Watson gets stronger as the fight goes on, whereas Rafael Natal gets weaker as the fight goes on.
When I watch Tom Watson, I always feel like, you beat me out, and now I beat you out. Now I'm gonna beat you out more. Now I'm gonna beat you more. It's just fun.
So I'm gonna go with Natal because I think he can make the difference here with his grappling.
Okay.
Not super confident. Once again, Natal is just the definition of inconsistency.
Definitely something our viewer need to be cautious with. This fight, I don't know, and like you said, Natal, if he play with a grappling, Thompson is toast, but if Watson is toast, but if Watson just start with his staying out and start wobble and start broad, Natal can be toast too.
Yeah. His takedown, Watson's takedown defense isn't too bad. I have seen him he does get taken down, but like it's not like you like grab him and he falls down or something. I mean, it's not like he has bad takedown defense or anything like that.
But just on good stand-up perspective, you will agree Thompson is much more consistent, right?
Oh yeah, Tom Watson's just gonna get in his face and start throwing. I mean that's the thing.
Tom Watson is strong, is consistent, and he's just gonna draw punches.
Yeah. And kicks actually. He has some leg kicks too.
Even Natal is not being consistent with his stand-out, I think Watson got it pretty well.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, on to the UFC Fight Pass prelims. We have Diego Brandao versus Jimy Hettes.
To me, it's whatever, man. Jimy Hettes.
Yeah, this is kind of whatever fight, but it's kind of funny. We're picking different guys, but I'm picking the guy with the weaker cardio. So I kind of wonder. I guess you're kind of going with the guy who could outlast the other guy. Is that what I'm saying? If you
see my whole fight card this time, I really, I've been training back. I'll be back to training again, and I feel cardio is very important. I mean, this is not just as a spectator perspective. It's my experience. I feel cardio is important, and that's why I want to choose a guy. I might not as good as you. I might not. As long as not that much difference. If I can outlast you, then my Rocky style can work.
So tell me about Jimy Hettes, my man.
Okay, in level 2 records, I mean, nothing really impressive, but the 10 submission, dude.
Well, that's impressive.
I just say overall, yes. And one decision, 27 years old, strong BJJ, strong judo, weak on standout, and the weak on standout defense, but he can outlast you.
Yeah.
That's what I like. And then the chain's okay.
Yeah. But find Diego Brandao has an 18-10 record, 9 wins by KO TKO, 5 wins by sub. That's has 6 losses by KO TKO, 27 years old, on a 2-fight losing streak, training out of Jackson Winklejohns. He is an Ultimate Fighter winner.
He is.
His good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, his stand-up's really wild and reckless, though. I mean, he's a guy that, goes in, throws haymakers, wastes a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he'll knock out his opponent or drop him or something like that. His cardio kind of sucks. Pretty bad. He's actually notoriously bad with cardio. And his overall defense, especially in stand-up, kind of sucks. But
I have to interrupt you because I feel like you already said that he has really weak cardio and then he will draw haymaker for no reason. If a Jimy
can weather the storm,
then he will be okay. Take down, whisking out, they're pretty much okay. But my concern is, I don't know whether he can. If he's stupid and walk into the one of the haymakers, then he's done.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's kind of where I'm going. At least with Brandao, I know in the first round, he's probably going to work Hettes.
Yes.
It's the later rounds I'm kind of concerned.
If Jimy can survive first round, I think the viewer will grab a popcorn because it can be underdog. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting.
Okay, next round, that Ildemar Alcantara fights. You're gonna have a tough time with these names, oh man. Richardson, Rick Monstro Moreira.
Okay, that's why I'm not picking. I can't pronounce a lot.
I don't even know if you can predict Alcantara.
I pick what you pick.
I'm going with Ildemar Alcantara. He has a 20-7 record, 10 wins by KO TKO, 6 wins by sub. He also has 2 losses by KO TKO, 32 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Trained out of Marajo Brothers with his brother Yuri Alcantara. Mm-hmm. And someone else that's signed from the UFC fights at Marajo Brothers now. With Alcantara, his strength is probably the grappling. His clinch isn't too bad. His stand-up's just average at best. His Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is actually pretty solid. But yeah, he's fighting with, I'll just call him Rick Monstro.
Thank you.
7-2 record, 2 wins by KO TKO, 5 wins by sub. He has 1 loss by KO and 1 loss by sub. So he's never actually been past the second round. He is a finisher.
Mm-hmm.
Trained out of Team Nogueira, 30 years old. He's got some good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills. There's not much else I can really say about him. This is like a lower level guy. I can't say anything great. At least Ildemar is a little more proven.
Yes, and he's more proven. That's why I'm picking. And especially, the fact that
more experience too. Wow. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
The Rick never pass the second round. I don't think this is somebody he can finish in the first round.
Yeah, that's true. Alcantara, you got to give him that much too.
Yeah, you gotta give him that much.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not
forgiving
that guy too much. I haven't watched too much his fight, but I know he is Brazilian.
Yeah, I would give him that much. Yeah, definitely Ildemar Alcantara for the win there.
Mm-hmm. Next.
Okay, and the final fight of the card, Andy Enns fights Thiago Moreira Santos.
Mm-hmm. Moreira Santos.
Uh-huh.
9-3 records, 5 KO TKO, 1 submission, 30 years old, 6 feet. Damn it, why wish I not told?
But Andy Enns is 6'3".
I know. I say I wish I told. I don't want a 6'3". He's training where?
Tata Fight Team. It's coming up. Another fighter that trains out there would be Wagner Silva.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
He's trading wins and losses. Good kickboxing, good kick.
Mm-hmm. He beat one guy with a body kick. It was really cool. I got his name now. The grinder guy. He beat this grinder with a body kick. It was really cool in the first round.
I mean, again, not somebody I really familiar, I can tell you, but I feel the fact that Andy, I know he is not that great with a standout.
You know, in the end, 7-2 record, 5 wins by sub, 2 wins by decision. He's only 23, but he is tall. He's 6'3".
Yeah.
He's on a 2-fight losing streak. He's very average. Like his grappling is good. You know, he has good Brazilian jiu-jitsu skills. But I wouldn't say it's like next level or anything.
That's what I feel.
His stand-up's just kind of average. I actually think Santos has better stand-up than Andy Adams.
Me too, and I think his kicking definitely helping out. I mean, he's 6 foot. The leg will keep it distant, and then with somebody that is average stand out, then he can wobble him.
Cool. So let's why don't we recap, man?
All right, number 1, Silva. Okay. Done.
So I got Silva beating Diaz.
Of course.
Okay.
And I got Kelvin.
Okay, I got Tyron Woodley.
Okay.
So
I got Joe.
Okay, I got Iaquinta. Well, let's announce what the fight is.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So with Iaquinta versus Lauzon, I got Iaquinta.
I got Joe.
Okay. Tim Boetsch fights Thales Leites.
Boetsch.
Okay, I got Thales Leites. Thiago Alves fights Jordan Mean.
Okay.
I got Thiago Alves. Okay, on the Fox Sports 1 prelims, Sara McMann fights Miesha Cupcake Tate.
You gotta do Cupcake Tate.
I got Sara McMann. Derek Brunson versus Ed Herman.
Herman.
Okay, I got Derek Brunson. John Lineker fights Ian McCall.
Lineker.
Okay, I got Ian McCall. Tom Watson fights Rafael Natal.
Watson.
Okay, I got Rafael Natal. On the Fight Pass prelims, Diego Brandao fights Jimy Hettes.
Hettes.
Okay, I got Diego Brandao. Ildemar Alcantara fights Richardson Moreira.
Whatever you say.
Ildemar Alcantara. And finally, Andy Adams fights Thiago Santos. Okay, also I got Thiago Santos.
This is pretty solid fight. I mean, it's not a lot of huge copies, I understand, and you know, but it's interesting, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, same here, man. Same here. Some up and comers, established talent. Alves versus Mean looks like that'll be a really fun stand-up battle.
Yes.
Some of these other fights actually look like they can be. There's a couple of fights here that look like grinders, but other ones look like they can be really good.
I definitely think UFC stuff be picking out interesting, entertaining fight more now. But overall, I feel with our fight card, it's pretty close. So people just gotta look into it.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's it for MMA for you guys. Thank you guys very much.